Hey, welcome again to LanguageHelp. Today we'll look into another cue card. We'll teach you our 4-box method that you can use to answer any cue card. We'll discuss some vocabulary and we'll share an example answer with you. If you want, you can jump to the full answer from the timestamps in the description box. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to get all the free tips and lessons you need to score well on your IELTS. Alright, let's get to it. When you do the second task in the IELTS Speaking Test, you'll be given a piece of paper with a question written on it. This is what's called a cue card. You'll also be given an empty paper, a pencil, and only 1 minute to structure and organize your answer. After the minute is over, you're supposed to speak on the topic for 2 minutes, and then you'll answer 1 or 2 follow-up questions. Now, not all questions will be familiar to you, and you're not expected to tell the truth, so try to use your imagination. In today's example, the cue card question is to describe a traditional meal that you prepare in your country. Well, to answer this question, you have to think of food. Personally, when I think of food, my mind takes me on a journey between countries. So there's the Mediterranean cuisine with its shawarma, kebab, and hummus, and its desserts such as baklava and rolled knafe. I also think of Japan's ramen and sushi, maybe sizzling pizza and Mexican tacos, chole and paneer tikka from India. The list is endless. Also, to answer this question, I need to think of ingredients, such as herbs that I use while cooking my traditional dish. I also need to think of the utensils I use to cook it in. My choice for today will be falafel. And what's falafel without a garlic dip? So let's look at the cues. The first cue is when you eat that meal. On your paper, draw a box and note down the tense you'll be using to accomplish this specific task. If you cannot decide on the tense, you can always rely on the tense of the cue. In this case, the cue tense is the simple present tense. Now, falafel can be eaten at any time during the day. You can be on a break from work, or at a school recess, or even a family light dinner. When I answer, I'll try to remember that I'm talking about falafel and that it suits every occasion. The second cue wants us to talk about how we prepare it. The first step is always to establish the tense. In this case, I'll be using the present tense. Here we are thinking of procedures, instructions, and preparation steps. In cooking, these steps include blending, mixing, boiling, and so on. The third cue wants us to talk about ingredients. Again, the tense is the present. And I'll be trying to remember vocabulary related to herbs, vegetables, and stuff that goes into the falafel. The fourth and final cue is to explain why people enjoy it. Obviously, the tense would be the simple present. And now we're talking about feelings. But I also want to mention that falafel is available at low cost, and it's also available at work breaks. So that was our analysis. If you're following with us, your paper should look something like this. Now that the boxes are ready, we need to rely on them to answer each and every cue. But also remember to keep eye contact with your examiner. Remember to use unfamiliar vocabulary and a few collocations and idioms, and a mix of tenses if you can. Before we start with the answer, remember to subscribe and smash the bell icon. And if you want to try on your own, now is a good time to pause the video. Now here's our example answer. The cue is when you eat that meal. Our answer is Middle Eastern cuisine is aromatic and famous worldwide. For instance, falafel, which is almost a handed-down ritual food in my country, can be eaten at any time of the day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It is especially delicious with tahini, cucumber, and lettuce. Cuisine is a style or method of cooking, especially of a particular country. Aromatic is something that has a pleasant and distinctive smell. For instance, is another way to say as an example or for example. Handed down is something that is passed on to a later generation. The next cue is how you prepare it. Our answer is the preparation of falafel is pretty straightforward. You need to soak chickpeas in water for 24 hours. Then you'll need to boil the chickpeas in fresh water. Then comes the blending time. You blend the chickpeas with the ingredients until the compound becomes a mash. Straightforward is uncomplicated and easy to understand or do. Then comes something is a structure that is inverted. Another way to say this is something comes. For example, blending time comes. Compound is another word for a mixture. Mash is another word for a mixture, but when it's a pulpy crushed mass. The next cue is what ingredients are used to prepare it. Our answer is ingredients vary from one country to another. In Lebanon, for example, the taste of falafel is very different from that of Turkey's. My mother's secret recipe includes cumin, salt, garlic powder, black pepper, and coriander powder. These ingredients are mixed with the chickpeas mash. You try to mold the mash into little balls and fry them in oil. To vary is to differ in size, amount, degree, or nature from something else. Turkey's is a possessive proper noun. It's another way to say Turkey's falafel type or taste. To mold is to shape. The next cue is to explain why people in your country enjoy it. Our answer is, almost everybody I know enjoys this dish because it's traditional and it reminds them of home. I enjoy it because of its high nutritional value. Additionally, it can be prepared at home or bought from restaurants as fast food. Falafel is also about social equality. Rich or poor, this dish is for you. Nutritional value is about the contents of food and their impact on your body. Fast food is prepared food which is served in restaurants. Rich or poor, this dish is for you is another way to say whether you are rich or poor, this dish is for you. So that's how we make falafel. Do you also like falafel? Do you make it differently? Let us know what you think in the comments. Subscribe and smash the bell icon and get ready for the next cue card.